Welcome back, Physics 110, Astronomy problems from Chapter 2. Now we're doing problem 5. Suppose a planet is found with an orbital period of 64 years. The orbital period is the time to make one complete orbit. The time to do an orbit is the orbital period. How might you estimate its distance from the Sun? If the orbit is circular, what is its radius? Well, let's start with the first part. So we have a planet orbiting the Sun with an orbital period of 64 years. And we're trying to figure out the distance from the Sun. At first it looks hopeless that just knowing how long it takes to go around might not seem to give any clue to how far the planet is from the Sun, but those two are connected by Kepler's third law. In particular, Kepler's third law, in its simplest form, we can write as p squared equals a cubed. P is the orbital period. A is the semi-major axis length of the orbit, or more simply, the average distance of the planet from the Sun. So that would be our distance, would be the A number. Now, in this simplest form, the orbital period has to be the period in years. Well, that's 64 years, so the P is going to be 64. And in this formula, the A is the number of astronomical units of distance from the Sun. So the A value will be the number of AUs. We're solving for the A. A cubed is equal to P squared. That's 64 squared. 64 squared. 64 times 64 is 4,096. A cubed is equal to that. We're trying to solve for A. Knowing A cubed is just a step along the way. When the cube of a number is equal to something, we can figure out what the A value is by taking the cube root of both sides. The cube root of A cubed, that's A. And that's going to be the cube root of the other side, 4,096. The usual way of doing a cube root on a calculator is it's the same as raising to the 1/3 power. Or you could raise to the 0.333 power. Either way, you should get a value of 16, or maybe you'll get 15.999 rounded off to 16. So A is 16 AUs. The average distance of that planet from the Sun is 16 AUs. If it's a circular orbit, then it's always going to be 16 AU from the Sun.